Okay, Chris Cullen back with you on CC's Aquatic Adventures, and yes, we have new fish. These are hatchet fish. This is the first time in my 35 years of fish keeping that I've had hatchet fish, 2 marble, 4 silver. Very excited. I like the way they look. I've always wanted to keep these guys, and I can't wait to get them in a 20-gallon long. Very excited. Obviously, they're in quarantine right now, along with 2 bristlenose plecos. There's actually 3 of those that were surrendered at Petco that I bought. There's 2 in there and 1 in a 5-gallon. They're doing some cleanup on those tanks, and in this tank too. They'll eventually, when they get bigger, they'll move out. They're a little bit too small to put in any of the main tanks yet. I might move them into a small 10-gallon, but I think I have enough bristlenose in my other tank. So we're going to leave it for now until I feel they're big enough. Anyway, those are surrenders, yes, and there's also a flying fox in there somewhere, which I got for this tank down here. That is the rummy nose tetra tank. I just got some brilliant rasboras in there too. We're very excited about those. And there's some golden minnows that I had for a long time that I moved from tank to tank, and that's the best tank. I put them in there. And the beta, of course, you never know what kind of beta you're going to get. He's in there because you got aggressive with the small fish. He actually ate a couple of guppies. So live and learn. But yeah, he's in there doing great. He's been there for about a year now. Yeah, been there for a while. But the rummy nose tetras are great. But the flying fox is there to get rid of that hair algae. But once he's done quarantining, we'll put him in there. Yes. These hatchet fish will be going into this tank down here. This is a barb tank, mixed barb tank. There's golden barbs in there, rosy barbs. We did have some ruby barbs, but they passed away. There's some checkered barbs. There's some Odessa barbs in there, and some new barb I never saw before, or not new, but something I'd never seen before. I got them at the local pet store. They're called torpedo barbs. There's a couple different names for them, but that's what I call them, or that's what they call them at the fish store. So anyway, unfortunately, I've had some issues with this tank recently. The fish I bought from the local fish store had a fungus breakout. Just been a disaster lately. I've treated this tank so far with anti-parasite, which the one guy swimming at the top there, the Odessa barb, he had some internal parasites. I had to treat him with this stuff here. I'll show you the best stuff to use when you have some parasites. And this is my chemical box. But this is Prazipro. That's good stuff for internal parasites. Pretty much clear that up for those guys. But then the fungus breakout, I had to treat it with Maricin. That pretty much killed off my ruby barbs. I've had some bad luck with ruby barbs, but we're going to try them again eventually. But yeah, but that's why I quarantine fish. But sometimes when you quarantine them, if you don't do it enough, this is what happens. You know, unfortunately, I didn't catch the diseases in a month, and usually it takes, usually I quarantine for a month and I could find something in that time, but this time I didn't. So we're waiting for this tank to clear up. I'm treating it right now with Melifex. So this is like the 4th treatment I've had. General Cure too we did. So there's 4 treatments. General Cure we did the Prazipro, we did the Maricin, Oxy, and then now we did Melifex just to treat the couple fish got some banged up scales, and I'm hoping that the Melifex cleans it up. We'll see what happens. But anyway, once that tank is good, we're gonna get these guys in the tank. Unfortunately, this week it's been a bad week for fish, man. Like I'm really kind of taking for a loss. This is the angelfish tank. I lost a big black angelfish this week. He'd been in the family for about 5 or 6 years now. Unfortunately, I woke up and in the middle of the night I did hear a big loud thump. I didn't think anything of it. I do hear it from time to time in here. I thought maybe it was one of the cats. I'm actually turning the lights on right now, but unfortunately, I woke up and he was at the top of the tank. Usually, when they're at the top of the tank, something happened. There's no disease or anything. If there was bloat or something, they'd be at the bottom of the tank. But these guys are really healthy. But I came in there and he was floating on top of the tank. So it's kind of a bad day yesterday for me. And these angelfish in here I've raised since they were babies. So it's kind of hard to take when they die like that. But it is what it is. It happens. Getting to this tank here. This is a blue Acara. We actually tried to move some stuff around. You see tiger barbs in there now. They were in quarantine. They just finally got out of quarantine. They're in there with this guy. But if you look at him closely, he's banged up. We moved him into the 55-gallon cichlid tank right there. I have a bunch of mixed cichlids in there. As you can see, there's silver dollars, and there's a green terror in there somewhere too. He's hiding on the bottom there. You can see him. I couldn't put him in with the Oscars. He was too big. Now the Oscars have had some aggression issues. I'm gonna leave him in there for now. But we tried moving out of the car in there, and he got banged up. So I'm treating him for Melafix too now. I put him back in the main tank. As you can see, he's swimming around. When I first put him in there, he was at the bottom of the tank. I thought he was gonna die, but he's alive now, so we're good. That's pretty much the fish update for this week. I'm hoping to get more fish. Obviously, we always want to get more fish. We're addicted to fish. But I'm very excited about, like I said, I'm very excited about these beautiful hatchet fish. We'll see how they do, and once I get them quarantined, they will be going to that 20-gallon. And as far as more fish, we'll figure that out as we go. But right now, this is what the fish room is like, and this is the fish update. And my name is Chris, and obviously if you have any questions or comments, go send them down below. If you want to subscribe to the channel, and if you like the video, like it, or if you don't like it, dislike it. If you have any suggestions, give me one. Give me some. It's fine. But yeah, have a great day, and we'll see you next time.